This specific Sunday is a Sunday of reflection. I normally would start out with something comedic and go right into the readings. But I think that these readings deserve a little bit more of a somber type approach. These readings are going to lead us into the glory of what the Easter season is. If we think about the second reading in and of itself, it could have been a hymn, a song of praise, just basically highlighting the beauty of Christ's mission here. But it's also pointing us to the direction of how to live this Christian life by following His example. Again, discovering the paradox between what it means to be lowly, but in return be exalted. This humble man was Jesus. A God who became man. See, unlike Adam, who was a man attempting to be God, Jesus, in his full divinity, as God, in the perfection of who He was, took on the form of our humanity. A form that was broken, that is hurt, that is fragile. I mean, He took it on so that we can essentially be with Him for the rest of our lives in eternity. You know, it's hard to take on this specific reading in a very corporal sense. In a fleshly sense, it's a long reading that highlights a narrative of individuals celebrating this Jesus, celebrating this Messiah, and they're waving palms. It's long. In a very corporal sense, this is a difficult reading because it requires our attention. It requires us to be honed in, to put ourselves there. We're waving the palms, but then essentially through our life choices, we're the ones pointing out and screaming, "Crucify Him." I personally can't stand the reading because it hurts my heart to even say the words, "Crucify Him." But it's the reality. So, in a fleshly sense, yes, this is a hard reading because it requires some attention and it's long. But in a very spiritual sense, it's hard. It's hard when you know what's happening and for who it's happening, namely ourselves. This whole season leads us up to this moment where maybe for 1 year we forget about the Easter festivities that are going to take place, and we focus on what led to that type of celebration. That maybe during this Holy Week our heart goes to the man who did nothing but love and to try to unlock the hidden potential of the greatness of man so that they can once again touch heaven. Maybe our hearts during this week should break a little. Because when they do, and we get locked in that tomb with Him, or we endure the agony with Him, or maybe because our heart breaks a little, we endure some of that crucifixion with Him. When we endure with Him, then we also exalt with Him. we rejoice with him. And our Easter celebration will be something memorable if we can journey with him at least this one time. I have no special antidotes for today's readings, but I do have a challenge, and that challenge is, don't just journey with your mind, but journey with your heart. Let your heart feel what Jesus felt. And I promise you that on the third day when he's resurrected, your heart's going to leap for joy and spring into new life. God bless you guys. Thank you for subscribing.